Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Pam. Today is Thursday the 7th. Tuesday's not quite finished yet. Wednesday I'm going to finish now. I might need a few more stickers. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, so let's just start and see what we come up with. That was a flower that I picked apart that I got from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, guess I shouldn't have because it doesn't look right without that, does it? Oh well, I could cut those off and then just have the center in there. I don't know. I don't know. I have yet to shrink down any of my stuff I bought off of Etsy. I bought some printables and they were meant for shirts, but you know, you can shrink them down, I would think. But I have not done that yet. I need to do that because I can't use them if I don't shrink them down. So, but I'm just digging through some stickers here to see what I have that I want to use. So nothing really happened on Tuesday that I can remember. Isn't that funny? I can't remember what I did. Oh, goodness gracious. That's not good. How about Shine Bright? Does that go fit up here? Now this here and this here, I found online and printed out. This here is something I bought off of Etsy and I cut it out. I mean, I don't know. Probably doesn't really mean anything, I guess. Almost to the half-year mark. I don't know. Look how chunky we're getting. I love it. I love it. Fatter the better. At least in journaling world. In real life, no. No, no, no. Oh, goodness gracious. I need a better system or something. I don't know. I just can't figure out, you know, what I want to do with everything because I just don't know. It's like I need more room, right? It said no crafter ever. But I do. I do. Need more room. I need to figure out how to get more room. But I don't know how to go about that. You know? I don't know what to do. We have a whole other office, but it's crammed packed with stuff. And I mean stuff. All of us have one of those rooms, right? That you don't want people to see. At least I don't. That's pretty. But, yeah. So, we're just hanging out. Doing a little journaling today. Just hanging out with you guys. About all I can do. I don't know. These stickers, these Hedi stickers I got off of Amazon. They're on clear sticker paper. Some of them are just so cute. She's just a sweet little girl. Sweet little girl. And I'm just laying stickers down. They don't have to have any rhyme or reason as to why. I just put stickers down. So that's that. Let's see here. Just digging through. Pretty sure I can't seize the wrong day. I'm home all day. I still have yet to start my memory planner. Besides, I mean, because I'm not really doing a lot of memory keeping in this. I mean, I'd rather just fill it up with stickers and whatnot. But I have an old, big Happy Planner, and I want to use it as my my memory planner. And I actually was able to find one of those Happy Planner pre-punched cardstock pads of paper. So I've taken all those out and put those put them on the ring set is in my big Happy Planner. As it was out, I think it was through 21, maybe, yeah, I think it was through 21 the planner was. But I want to use it as my memory planner. And oh goodness. So I need to get started on that at some time. I used to do creative memories, which huge expense. And I'm a big procrastinator, and it would take me forever to lay out a page. I mean, it was just I had everything. I mean, I spent so much money with Creative Memories. My girlfriend loved it. She was my Creative Memories lady. And she called me a collector. And I think she might have been right. Because I never really did anything with Creative Memories. I just wanted all the stuff. Don't ask me why. I just did. I just wanted all the stuff. All the things. Right? That's like the best. He who dies with the most wins, right? Isn't that how that goes? My uncle's version is he who dies with the most acreage under roof wins. I think he wins because he's got tons under roof, garages and whatnot. But yeah, yes, I had tons of it, and I sold most of it, and I wish I wouldn't have, because I mean, it's paper crafting, and that's what I'm doing basically, right? We love our paper crafts. And yeah, I mean, I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of it. I just kicked myself for doing that. Too late now. That was a few years ago. So, nothing I can do now. But anyways, I'm building my stash back up. So, with that, I'm just looking through all my stickers. Nothing exciting going on. It rained yesterday. The sun is shining, but it's cloudy. I don't see any blue sky. None at all. And it is like, it's gotta be going on 2 o'clock. Or maybe it's past 2 already. But, oh my gosh, my daughter. Let's see, she saw her guidance counselor on Monday. She's a junior. And her class is the first class in the state of Ohio that has to, I'm sure most schools you have to have so many credits to graduate. Well, her class, this is all creative memories. These big strips are all creative memories. And see, I have them and I haven't used them. Creative memories. I've used some, but I had to have them. But anyways, my daughter, so she's got enough credits, but then her class, her graduating class, 23, is going to be the first graduating class in Ohio that has to earn seals. And like you could work with a nonprofit, join the military, just all kinds of things. And we were looking the other day trying to figure out, you know, what we needed to do to get her, because she has to have at least 2 seals to graduate. So now the kids that are sophomores this year, when they graduate in 24, they have to have 2 seals. But see, I think they got all this extra time to, I mean, we found out about it when she was a sophomore, but yeah, whatever. So anyways, she has her seals, so we're good there, which is awesome. Enough credits to graduate. That's awesome. So yeah, we're ready to go with graduation for next year. And let's see what else. So she texted me Monday morning and I'm like, oh Lord, now what? She went out with friends one time, now it's going to be an every night occurrence. No, she was texting me to tell me that she had enough credits to graduate and she had her seals to graduate. So that's a good thing. However, she can, if she takes these other 2 classes her senior year, she can graduate with honors. And I think that's where they get a cord that they wear around their, over their neck on, with their gown, graduation gown. And, so I don't know if she's going to take those classes or not, but it just makes your college application, work application, I don't know, look better, I guess. But anyways, so she was telling me that too. So, yeah. I can't believe, well, she'll be on spring break. Friday's their last, tomorrow's their last day of school. Then she's on spring break. Then she goes back, and they're like done the first couple days of June. Something like that. I don't know how many days they have to make up. So I think they only went over by one day, I think, for snow days. They get 5, but the high school used more than the rest of the school district because the high school didn't have power one day and it rolled into the next day. So they have an extra day to make up, which, you know, I hope they don't make them go a day longer, but who knows what they'll do. I don't know if they have to make up days where there is no power. I mean, that's not, you know, bad weather. I don't think that's what caused it, but yeah. So they'll be, I can't believe she's gonna be a senior. It scares me. It's like, oh my gosh, kid, I'm a baby, you're growing up. But anyways, she made me some tea Monday, and she got home from school. It's called Royal Tea, and she made herself one, and I'm like, you didn't make me one? Because I tried hers, and I'm like, oh, that's really good. So so she made me one. It was really good. And because she used black tea and milk and sugar and vanilla, and I think that might have been it. but it was really good. Really good. And then I made, on Monday, never done it before, an angel food cake from scratch. I ate the last of it today for breakfast. It was so freaking good. Oh my gosh, was it good. Oh, so good. Well, then it's like, angel food cake is, egg whites. I'm like, oh, great. So what do I do with 12 egg yolks, right? So I did a search for a dessert recipe with 12 egg yolks, and it was a lemon pound cake. I thought, ooh, okay, that's what we're making. Oh goodness. But that angel food cake, oh my gosh, was it so good. My grandpa used to call it sponge cake because it's like a sponge. And I remember he'd cut a piece and he'd stick it in his pajama pockets to take to bed with. He'd stick cheese in his pajama pockets too. And he would put cheese under his pillow. Or no. Put chocolate under his pillow. And my grandma, she would get so mad at him. Oh, it was so funny. So funny. She would have to hide his pain pills from him because he had many heart issues. And she would have to hide them from him because he would just take them. And she would hide them. Then she would call me or my sister. She says, do you remember where I hid the pain pills? We'd have to tell her if we remembered, or, And, yeah, she'd hide them and forget where she hid them. And, oh my gosh, it's just so funny. So funny, I think. She had to monitor those pain pills. He'd have had them all gone real quick. Because he had, bypass surgery and all that good fun stuff. Because he passed away in 84. So I can remember my cousin coming and getting me out of class. I was in accounting. And she'd already graduated. She graduated in 83. Her and my brother did. So she came and picked us up from school. Maybe an hour or two early, not that early. But it was my mom's dad, and they pretty much raised us because my mom passed away. Actually, April 6th is when my mom passed away. 46 years ago. 46 years ago. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm older than 46. I'm 55. I'll be 56. And I can't believe she's been gone that long. It just breaks my heart because we missed out on so much not having a mom, And then my dad was deaf on top of it. But he raised us. We stayed with him. He raised us. His parents would get us off to school every morning and get us home from school every afternoon because my dad had a full-time job, made great money. He was a welder for a pump producer here in town. And then my mom's parents, they had us every weekend from Friday evening to Sunday evening. And then, then we were with our dad through the week in the evenings. And yeah, we've missed out on so much stuff, and it breaks my heart that she did not get to see her kids grow up, grandkids. I did have a son that was stillborn, me and my boyfriend now, and my aunt, her sister, when we was at the funeral, because we had to have a funeral, because it was like, I was supposed to have him within like 3 weeks, and the cord got wrapped around his neck and stuff. But anyways, my aunt came to the funeral, and she hugged me, and she says, just look at it this way. Your mom got one of her grandkids early, and from that day on, I was completely fine because I knew my mom was taking care of him. So I was completely okay. And people didn't understand how I could, you know, why I was not upset and stuff. And I said, because my mom has him. He's fine. He'll be okay. And it's true. My mom went to heaven. I know she did. And I know my son did too. So, yeah, she's up there taking care of my baby. He would be 27, I think. Yeah, a long time ago. But anyways, but then yesterday also, my boyfriend had an echocardiogram and a nuclear stress test. The nuclear stress test, they inject you with some kind of nuclear medication. They can see on the, his heart doctors only do nuclear stress tests. They can see more with a nuclear stress test than they can with just a regular one, where they don't inject you with anything. And they did an echocardiogram. That didn't take long at all. And then they did the stress test, and when he was doing the stress test, they saw what they're calling a heart block. I'm like, what the heck? Not blockage, which he's had blockage. That's why he ended up with a bypass, a heart attack and a bypass. But he has heart blockage, which that's part of the electrical system of your heart. So what we were reading, we haven't gotten the results back, you know, from the doctor yet, but from what we were reading about a heart block is that he might probably gonna need a pacemaker. So yeah. He's not too happy about that because he's like, I won't be able to weld. You can't weld with a pacemaker. And I'm like, well, let's tell you. If you can't weld, you can't weld. But that's what we were reading about this heart block issue. So yeah, we're just waiting for the doctor to call and schedule an appointment to go over his test results, and then go from there as to what is the next step. So between him and I, our health is horrible. Horrible. But I just hope that's what it is. And, you know, sounds like it's, you know, pretty, like, fixable. It's a common health issue, I guess you could say. But yeah, so that was our fun-filled yesterday. We did go to lunch. He took me to lunch. We went to Tacos and Tequilas, Mexican. I love Mexican. My daughter does not. So, and my boyfriend likes Mexican. So we went there since she was in school. So it was good. But I sat in that waiting room because I was not allowed to go back with him because of COVID. Which, okay, whatever. The waiting room, though, is humongous. It's huge. His heart doctors are in a new addition to the hospital, and it's an $8 million addition. So it's a nice facility. But anyways, I sat there for 2.5 hours. I was going nuts. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching videos, okay? I love to watch animal videos and people doing stupid things, you know, and you know, big fails. You know, they try to jump off of a trampoline into a pool and they completely miss it and collapse the pool and water goes everywhere. And, you know, I love those kind of videos. I just laugh and laugh. Well, I'm sitting there watching these videos and I'm laughing out loud. And I'm like, gosh, I hope I'm not bothering anybody because these things are freaking funny. Oh, shoot. And animals, oh, God, they just crack me up. They are so funny. So, yeah, I entertained myself out in the waiting room, and, yeah, I saw so many people come and go waiting on him. I bet 100 patients went through there, and that was just the heart doctor's office. They're all on one floor of this building, and, yeah. It was funny. It was funny. I had to entertain myself, right? I mean, you can only do so much in a waiting room. At least that's what I think, you know. Because he wasn't there to talk with me. But he was texting me, you know, telling me the EKG's over. Then he would text and, say, you know, that he was done on the treadmill, and talking about his heart rate and his blood pressure, and so he was texting me, and he had the pictures. Well, then they wanted another set of pictures after so much time. So normally they don't do 2 sets of pictures, I don't think. We were trying to remember, because he hasn't had any heart testing since 2019, because he was having issues. So, well, start with the heart, and they said his ticker was fine. They said to check your food tube, is what the heart doctor said. I'm like, what did he just say? Check your food tube? Really? It was quite funny. It really was. But, so now we have to hurry up and wait's what I say all the time, because it seems to be the only thing we do is we wait. When he needed to have his bypass surgery, that was in 2016, January of 16. He did a stress test because he had a stent put in July of 15 out in Milwaukee. The stent collapsed in November of 15, and we did a stress test in like December 13th, I think that's when it was, and he didn't have surgery until the end of January. Came home on February 1st. His results fell through the cracks. He was a ticking time bomb. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God nothing happened to him, because they were moving from one building to the other, is their excuse they were giving me. And I was so angry. And then they're like, oh my gosh, you know. So then it was rush, you know. We got to get this man in here. And we had to talk to the heart surgeon. And, yeah. So, but now we're waiting for more test results. Imagine that. So, then I have to go to the ear, nose, and throat doctor on the 14th of this month. My primary care doctor always asks me if I have ringing in my ears. I'm like, no. And I'm like, I mean, he'd asked me this a lot because some of my medication can cause ringing in the ear. So, one day, about a month ago, my ears, I got out of bed, and it's like, you know how you sit outside in the evening and all you can hear is crickets? That's what I hear in my ears all day long, every day. Well, that one day it was extremely loud. So I called my oncologist, and they in turn sent a referral to see our ear, nose, and throat doctor specialist here in town. So I go to see him on the 14th. So, yeah. I'm just falling apart right along with my boyfriend, I guess. Oh, goodness. But, oh well, it's part of getting old, right? Not that we want to, but it's a known fact, right? That we're going to not be on this planet forever. Some days I wish we weren't because it's so horrible out there right now. And yep. And I got a thing in the mail from my aunt, my mom's sister, for a celebration of life, for my uncle, my aunt's husband. He was 80. He turned 87 in February and of last year. He passed away in October. He ended up in the hospital because he got COVID. And ultimately, it did him in, but he had other issues. He was having heart problems and, kidney problems. It's just the COVID, ended his life sooner, so to speak, I guess. But, so that's on the 23rd. So, yeah. So, yeah, we got that going on. Then when we went to lunch yesterday, I said, well, let's see, I'm going to need a haircut and some new tennis shoes before we go on vacation on the Bourbon Blitzkrieg run. So, yeah, I need new stuff, and it's not stickers or washi or paper. It's freaking shoes, haircut. Just want to spend the money on something different, right? Why do we have to do that kind of stuff? But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that's about what's been going on. Found out today on Facebook that the pizza shop in town that has been there, let's see, the guy that started it was 16 years old. He dropped out of school and started a pizza shop. He ended up with about 5 different locations. Well, I guess he closed the one here in town. And I'm talking, I worked there when I was 14. That was my first job. And they closed. It's like, that's heartbreaking. Well, the place that he had his pizza shop is bordered by the university here, and they want his property, and he wouldn't sell out to them for years. They wanted his property. Well, I guess somebody said that the university has already bought the house that the pizza shop was in. So, I don't know. But then, others are saying that he's going to open up somewhere else. And I'm like, but most people don't shut down a business to open up the same business. But what do I know? Right? But yeah, so that was kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I text my brother and my sister, and they're like, what? They couldn't believe it either. None of us could. It's like, oh my gosh, I mean, that's devastating. Our pizza shop is no more. Whatever, right? Businesses come and go, especially in this town. But, I don't know. So, yep, my daughter, spring break next week, so she'll be home with me. And then she'll finish out the school year. And, her high school years are almost over. I can't believe it. Her grandpa, they live out in Arizona. He always said, I just hope I live long enough to see her graduate. And it's like, well, I think he's going to, because she's going to graduate here in a year. So I think he's going to make it. Because, I mean, he's fine. He's 81. Be 82 this year, I think. Or he's 82 and going to be 83. But anyways, I think they'll make graduation. So that's a good thing. So, yeah. But, gosh, I haven't gotten much done on here, have I? I didn't get any. I only put one down on Thursday. Okay, let's see. I can't talk and write at the same time. If you wonder why I'm so quiet. But I hope this is why he feels the way he does, you know. There's nothing worse than feeling crappy and then not finding out what it is, you know. Like, okay, if the heart doctors rule everything out, then we're going to have to go to the lung doctors. And then, you know, if they rule everything out, then what's your next step, you know? I feel like, shit, what's wrong with me, right? I don't know. He needs to get feeling better before hot rod season starts because he's going to hate it. So, I don't know. Because he had an an EKG probably a month ago. And that showed nothing. So, you know, no heart attacks recently. So then we went to the next step, which was an echo and stress test. And it could be medication might need switched. It could be that he needs a pacemaker. There's other things they can do, but when you read it, he has the symptoms. So, oh goodness. He's a big baby, but then aren't all men, right? Oh, my finger hurts. I can't do nothing. Oh, such big babies. Oh, I'm horrible. But I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about, right? Stuff sticking to me. Oh, and then he had to poop in a box. His primary doctor wanted to screen, colon cancer, whatnot. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, those Cologuards that you poop in a box, mail it back. Yeah, so he did that yesterday too. And we took it to UPS to send it back. It's done over, it's out of our hands. I walked in there. He made me take it in. I'm not taking it in there. So I walked in, and the girl waited on me and said, "Can you please ship my boyfriend's shit?" My boyfriend's like, "You didn't say that." And I'm like, "Yes, I did. That's what it is." She's like, "You're not the first." I said, "I didn't think so." I mean, that's the big thing now, right? Everybody gets these Cologuard things sent home and shit in a box and sent it out, and hopefully you're healthy. So, but it can detect cancer, I guess, right? So, I don't know. Oh, he's so funny. So funny. Hopefully that comes back fine. He doesn't need any more problems. At least I don't think so. Right? Nobody does. But that was pretty much the extent of our day. We were lazy the rest of the day. I mean, I don't know, people. Sorry. You guys looking at the back of my head? You know, they say that, oh, it gets better once, you know, as the years go on. I think I miss my mom now more than, you know, right? I wish she was still around, but nothing I can do about it. I'll see her again at some point. But anyways, I'm going to let you all go. We got some stuff done, I guess. But at least I'm caught up because this is today, so we're good. But anyways, everybody have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love for you to be part of our YouTube family with my journaling. So cute. And yeah, we're journaling April. So everybody have a great day, and I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.